Free. Well, thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jer. And suddenly we were on. Hello, good afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon for today, Monday, 5th of March, 2018. And now live till 5. Yes, it's the big show. By the way, Eggheads, 6 p.m. tonight. Thanks.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
You know, I was in New York City the other day and the trash men were on strike.
You know, I was in New York City a few months ago.
So was I.
And the garbage and the trash men were on strike.
Must have been there at the same time.
City. What they were trying to do was they were trying to get a little more money, you know, get a little raise in pay.
Sure.
But at that particular time, the city was broke. They were about ready to declare default.
Did you see the rats?
I tell you, the garbage in some places was stacked up 2-3 stories high. At night, boy, at night it wasn't even safe to walk the street, you see, because the rats, the roaches, and the water bugs, I mean, they were hustling, baby, trying to get something easy. And let me tell you something, it was stinking, boy, and there was all kind of disease in there, you know, but it only brought to mind the fact that you can no longer depend on the man downtown to take care of business like he's supposed to, when he's supposed to. In order for us to get it like it's supposed to be, as far as cleanliness, you know, and safety, we got to get together and do it for ourselves. That's the only way it's going to be done. And you remember what I'm talking about? Let me tell you what I mean.
Your hammer, your nails, it's your brooms, your mop and your pails. We're gonna wash it, polish, and make it all clean.
Let's wash away all of the sin. Time for a new life to begin in the ghetto. I said, clean it up, clean it up. I said, we're gonna
wonderful lines in there. You can no longer depend on the man downtown to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic. And it's so cool. Let's clean up the ghetto. The Philadelphia All-Stars featuring Lou Rolls. 8 minutes after 2 in Great Britain. This is BBC Radio 2. Steve Wright in the afternoon. You can email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Or alternatively...
This is Jeremy Vine. Make contact with the programme. Here's the details. It's fetchmyslippers.com, uscam.com, or call 007 007 912222222. Press 9 to order a new car battery. Press 8 to play online bingo. Or press 11 for a gallbladder operation. Or email me at vine@bovine@bbc.co.uk.
Are we crazy? Living our lives through a lens. Trapped in our white picket fence.
It is my desire. Break down the walls to connect, inspire. Up in your high place, liars. Time is ticking for the empire. The truth they feed is feeble, as so many times before. The greed of all the people. They stumbling and fumbling and we about to riot. They woke up the liar.
One more time. Katy Perry, Skip Marley, Chained to the Rhythm, BBC Radio 2, Monday afternoon, hello. If it's going on, don't worry, we'll be all over it for you. Oh yeah, we haven't done the hands up. Hands up for upgrading your phone. And good luck with downloading the apps. Hands up for a nonchalant cat. They are nonchalant. They're not interested, are they? And hands up if you still love Arsene Wenger. There you go. Come on. Melissa Manchester. It's 2:15 in Great Britain. This is BBC Radio 2. Well, the RAF is flying food and supplies to areas in Cumbria today, cut off by huge snowdrifts there. Cumbria County Council said a Chinook helicopter took off from Carlisle Airport earlier to aid Snowdon communities in Fellside, South Stainmore and Alston. Supplies include food, coal, logs and electrical heating appliances. Hope everyone's okay. It's still cold and cloudy across much of the UK, Scotland especially, with rain and some hill snow there. The rest of the UK is sunny with some rain across the west and southwest. Much of the snow has already melted. Snow, though, at the Snake Pass and various other areas, which we'll let you know about as we go through the afternoon. Let's have a look tonight. Outbreaks of rain and hill snow continuing across Scotland. There'll be some rain across northern parts of Wales and England as well. Now, sunset tonight in Glasgow at 6 p.m, in Huddersfield at 5:52, in Norwich at 5:41, and Bournemouth 5:55.
Tim, I found this Bitcoin in my old jacket.
Did you, Mr. President?
Heads or tails, you moron?
Whoa, yeah. I'll admit I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you play my head and not my heart? I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but promise there were no feelings involved. She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show? Yeah. She said, save your apologies, baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you're calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. I'll admit it's my fault, but you gotta believe me when I say it only happened once. I tried, but you'll never see that. You're the only one I wanna love. Oh yeah. She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show? She said, save your apologies, baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you're calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. How long has it been going on, baby? You gotta go tell me now. She said, boy, tell me honestly, was it real or just for show? Yeah. She said, save your apologies, baby, I just gotta know. How long has this been going on? You've been creeping around on me while you're calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately, baby. Going on. You've been creeping around on me. How long has it been going on, baby?
If you need a shout out, you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
BBC Radio 2.
Now, today we've got actors Tom Davis and Derek Riddle. They're starring together in a spoof spy series which starts tonight. It's really, really good, really funny. It's a spoof. It's called Action Team. And Dr. Hilary Jones, the doctor will see you today. We're going to talk allergies. Now, close your ears. Boils, corns, blisters, and buboes. I know. You can turn that bit down. Jules Lang with the traffic, Adam Porter with the news, Matt the sports guy, and the oldies chosen by Vince Welch in Wroughton.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
it's Macca here. Back in the 60s, me and John went to buy a goldfish. Off we went. The bloke said, "Do you want an aquarium?" John said, "No, we don't care what star sign it is."
Good morning, Britain.
Today's show is entitled Stay Warm, Hug a Friend.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
Already with us this morning, Sharon Horgan. Juliet Stevenson.
Good morning.
But joining us next, John Turode.
G'day. I bought you a present. Got up at 5:30 this morning, put the oven on for you. It's breakfast pull-apart bread. Cheese and bacon in the middle of it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I love greasy bread.
Thanks, Sharon. Greasy bread. I appreciate that.
Midjaw is here. He's good, isn't he?
He's brilliant.
This Friday with guests Sir Michael Caine and James Corden.
With live music from country star Kelsey Ballerini.
Weekday mornings from 6:30
On BBC Radio 2.
Hi, it's Dan Wright in the afternoon on the BBC. Since you said that we were through on a summer night. Yes, sir. I lost the other half of my best friend. Rose to love still longs to win you for my life. Baby, I'm still right there holding you. Summer breeze was for love for me and you. You got me burning on love inside, but I only fantasize in my mind, baby. Just my imagination playing tricks on me again, y'all. Just my imagination playing tricks on me again. Feel your body, I'm touching you. Love me good like you used to do on a summer night. Summer night. Cause the other half of my best friend goes to love still longs to win you for my life. Right about now I'm soothing you. Do the girl, I'm about to get next to you. You got me burning on love inside, but I only fantasize in my mind, baby. Just my imagination playing tricks on me again, y'all. Just my imagination playing tricks on me again. Love, 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 love. Talking about love. Oh, love. I just can't seem to face the truth. Since you said that we were through on a summer night. Lost the other half of my best friend. Goes to lust and longs to win you for my life. Baby, I'm still right there holding you. Summer breeze was love for me and you. You got me burning on love inside, That's all it is. Playing tricks on me again, y'all. Just my imagination playing tricks on me again. Sometimes I dream all night long, playing tricks on me again, y'all.
Bob B. Womack, Just My Imagination, on Radio 2. Hey, Steve, need a shout-out. Currently digging out several tons of compost. Way too much information. Keep playing those tunes. That's Adrian in Oxford. What kind of job is that? Oh, yeah.
Just my imagination.
Ah, it's lovely. Shout out to my mates Jeffrey Larkin, Christoph Raquet and Lee Cook from Christian. You got it. And can I have a shout out to the girls working hard at Sarnia Mutual on Guernsey. We enjoy listening to the show every afternoon. Many thanks from Jonathan Levalet, St. Peter Port in Guernsey. You got it.
Ain't it good, ain't it right that you are with me here tonight? Music playing, our bodies swaying in time. Touching you, so warm and tender. Lord, I feel such a sweet surrender. Beautiful is the dream that makes you mine. Rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Baby, baby, rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Oh my darling, oh my baby, you got the moves that drive me crazy. And on your face, I see a trace of love. Come hold me close, don't let me go. I need you, honey, I love you so. You were made for me by the stars above. Rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? And baby, baby, rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Ain't it good, ain't it right that you are with me here tonight? Rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know?
Later, we'll talk to actors Tom Davis and Derek Riddle. They're starring together in this spoof spy series, Action Team. I promise you, you will love it. And Dr. Hilary Jones. Dr. Gorgeous opens up the spring surgery, talking allergies today. And my new best friends now. Looking forward to C2C, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, the rest of my life.
Sitting with you in a dark room, warmed by a fireplace. You know there's just something about you, you brighten my day. got something to run past you. I just hope I say it right. So I take your hand and ask you, have you made plans for the rest of your life? There's one thing I should be killing off and giving up now, and that's worrying about life. Oh, I'll be fine. If one gray hair shows, I'll be fine. If my waistline goes, I'll be fine. Even if time takes its toll, we'll stay young for the rest of our lives.
I've been making plans for children since I've been looking in your eyes. I even have names picked out for them. Daughter, be Rose. Son, it be Ryan.
There's one thing I should be killing off and giving up now, and that's worrying about life. Oh, I'll be fine. If one gray hair shows, I'll be fine. If my waistline goes, I'll be fine. Even if time takes its toll, we'll stay young for the rest of our lives. I don't really care about those storm clouds brewing, for as long as you're here by my side. Oh, we'll be young. Oh, we'll be young. Oh, we'll be young when we're old. Oh, I'll be fine. If my gray hair shows, I'll be fine. If my waistline goes, I'll be fine.
Faith Hill, Tim McGraw on this programme on Friday afternoon, just before the serious jocking. No G. Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, ahead of C2C, Friday, and that's the rest of my life. That's a beautiful, beautiful song. Simon's on the air at 5 o'clock today. Danya Kukavka with Simon on the Radio 2 Book Club, debut novelist. The Blues Show with Paul Jones at 7, Joe Wiley at 8.
6 music.
Okay, guys, count it in.
1, 2, 3, 4. I love New York.
New York's my home sweet home.
Here's a perspective of New York City like no other.
Huey Morgan's love letter to the 5 boroughs.
We're going to go to each borough and just taste. It's like the pizza tour we used to do.
Plus, Keris Matthews.
Visit 222 West 23rd Street, the Chelsea Hotel. Leonard Cohen.
The Chelsea Hotel.
Arthur C. Clarke. Bob Dylan was in room 211.
Wandering those halls, and I feel like I'm absorbing the creative energy of all these legendary artists.
6 Music loves New York. Listen now on the BBC iPlayer radio app.
You know, I was in New York City the other day, not now.
When I tell you, baby, that I got a problem, you say, honey, hold on, I got it. What you ought to say is you don't know anymore. Everybody's got them, it's a big bad world, but I want more. I wanna know what it's all for. 'Cause the best days of my life are coming for me, waiting to be realized. I keep my eye on that prize. If the best days that I know are just in the past, I'm not gonna last forever. I want more best days. I could have stayed in college, but I didn't wanna. I dropped out and moved to California. Left Ohio for the next best thing. Gotta pick up waiting to be realized. Keep my eye on the prize. If the best days that I know are just in the past, I'm not gonna last forever. I want more best days. I'm gonna last forever. Cause the best days of my
Best days of my life. Yes, excuse me.
Have you got any Big Sean? He means well.
I know he does, Alan. Maybe later. Now I'd like to bring on Tim Smith, and he and I are going to start looking at some factoids. What you got, Tim?
The only dinosaurs in the film Jurassic Park that actually lived in the Jurassic era were the Brachiosauruses. All the other dinosaurs you see in the film, they were from the later Cretaceous period.
Cretaceous, a very good word. Arthur Giblin is believed to have invented the first flushable toilet.
Talking of inventors, what did Elias Howe invent?
Was it the crane?
No, it wasn't the crane. We are talking kind of mid-19th century-ish.
Printing press?
No, quite a good guess.
No, because somebody else invented the printing press.
That'd been Caxton, wouldn't it?
Would have been Caxton,
300 years earlier.
Sure.
Or maybe 200, I'm not sure.
Was it a timepiece of some kind?
No, it was the sewing machine. He also patented an early version of the zipper, the zip fastener.
So his name wasn't Singer?
No, it wasn't Singer. I think he did his own sewing machine later, though, Singer.
Yeah.
Factoids.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
They must have loved each other once, but that was many years ago. And by the time I came along, things were already going wrong. I felt the pain in their pretense, the side they tried hard not to show. But through the simple eyes of youth, it wasn't hard to see the truth. And in the end, nobody wins when love begins to fall apart. And it's the innocent who pay when broken dreams get in the way. The game begins, the game nobody wins. They must have loved each other once before the magic slipped away. And as their life became a lie, what love remained began to die. I used to hide beneath the sheets. I prayed that time would find a way. But with the passing of the years, I watched his laughter turn to tears. And in the end, nobody wins when love begins to fall apart. And it's the innocent who pay when broken dreams get in the way. The game begins, the game nobody wins. We used to love each other once with all the passion we possessed. But people change as time goes by. Some feelings grow while others die. But if we learn from what we see and face the truth while we still can, then though the passion may be gone, some kind of love can still live on. And in the end, nobody wins when love begins to fall apart. And it's the innocent who pay when broken dreams get in the way. The game begins, the game nobody wins. Nobody wins, nobody wins. La 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 la. And it's the innocent who pay when broken dreams get in the way. The game begins, the game nobody wins.
Well, that's National Apprenticeship Week, LGBT Adoption and Fostering Week, National Fragrance Week, and also World Tennis Day today. Monday, March 5th. The Romantic Novelists Association reception and awards are happening tonight in London. Hotel Olympia, one of the world's leading food service and hospitality shows, has started over at XL in East London there. And the 4-day Rocky Mountain Cyberspace Symposium. My goodness, what would a John Denver have said? Starts today in Colorado Springs. Rocky Mountain Cyberspace Symposium. The Cambodia International Movie Festival has started the 3-day Los Angeles International Textile Show. In tonight's Premier League, Crystal Palace play Manchester United. Matilda the Musical begins its UK tour in Leicester. And happy birthday, Elaine Page.
The first moment I found myself singing was at school in a wonderful production of Mozart's Bastien and Bastien, which was kind of the Mamma Mia of its day, if you like. It was Mozart's hits.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that was the first time I found myself singing.
That's our friend Elaine. Happy birthday. And Matt Lucas.
One of the kind of cool things about Los Angeles is that actually you do see people just walk around, really big stars, and they don't get bothered.
Yeah.
Is it difficult coming back here and being more recognised and bothered? Maybe the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
I wouldn't say bothered because people are always very nice, but I always slightly forget and get off the plane here and, hello mate, how you doing? All right, straight away. And I think, oh yes, of course.
That's great though, isn't it?
Yes, I better be more careful here. Yes.
Now, The Shape of Water, about a woman who falls in love with a sea creature, has taken the top honours at the Oscars, as you've heard. Frances McDormand won Best Actress for 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, and persuaded every female nominee to stand with her in a night full of statements about inclusion. Britain's Gary Oldman was named Best Actor for playing Winston Churchill in the World War II epic Darkest Hour, and he is brilliant in that. The Shape of Water won the most Oscars with 4, including Best Film.
Live from the Dolby Theater from Hollywood and Highland, it's the Oscars. And now, please welcome your host, Jimmy Kimmel.
I think we can listen to a bit of Jimmy doing, I'm not quite sure if this is part of the opening monologue or not, but have a listen.
Last year, about a week before the show, the producers asked me if I wanted to do some comedy with the accountants, and I said, no, I don't want to do comedy with the accountants. So then the accountants went ahead and did comedy on their own.
And of course, there was more.
But what happened with Harvey and what's happening all over was long overdue. We can't let bad behavior slide anymore. The world is watching us. We need to set an example. And the truth is, if we are successful here, if we can work together to stop sexual harassment in the workplace, if we can do that, women will only have to deal with harassment all the time at every other place they go.
So, as you heard there, Oscar host Jimmy Kimmel aimed barbs at Harvey Weinstein at the first Academy Award since Hollywood's sexual harassment scandal unfolded. We'll have more on the Oscars a little later on in our next little talky bit, and also, of course, after 4 o'clock when we've got a more comprehensive look at the Oscars. All right, let's have a look at what else is going on. What you got there, Tim?
6 in 10 Britons admit to being afraid of taking risks, a new study has found today. Instead of living life on the edge, millions of us consider ourselves to be risk-averse and blame it on a fear of the consequences. Others admit lacking the confidence to make decisions or have had a bad experience by taking a chance on one before.
A few headlines here. Surgeries to give patients DNA tests, and Saturday jobs too much like hard work. The weekend job used to be a rite of passage, says The Times earlier on, but younger parents don't want their children doing menial work, research says. I can't believe this. Young parents are less likely to think waiting on tables or stacking shelves is beneficial to their child than older parents, a survey of 2,000 people found.
How strange. That's very interesting. I mean, that is a real change in attitudes, because we went out and did jobs, didn't we? Had a paper round, I think, from the age of 13 to
2 or 3 jobs at once?
Yeah, paper round from 13 to 15. Saturday job in a carpet warehouse at 15, 16. Did that for about a year. Then a Sainsbury's boy, Thursday evenings and Saturdays at Sainsbury's for a couple of years.
I worked at Garren's, the supermarket, when I was at school, and my favourite job on a Saturday was cleaning out the chicken machine. I love that. All on my own up there. Away from the hustle and bustle.
What was the attraction of cleaning out the chicken? Oh, being on your own, yeah. I used to do that in the freezer, go and load up stuff in the freezer to put out on display. But you could spend, 15, 20 minutes doing that. Job normally took you 5 minutes.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I mean, that's bad work ethic.
Yeah, but I heard it took you an awful long time to clean that chicken machine out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it took me a few hours, obviously.
Pull your finger out then.
Tom Davis and
get back to it.
All right, thank you. Tom Davis and Derek Riddle later. They're starring together in this spoof spy series, Action Team. It is so funny and such a brilliant idea. And Dr. Hilary Jones opens up the surgery. The doctor will be here.
She loves me now, and that just means I can't complain.
say. Listen now. Early one Sunday morning, as I took up my paper and decided to read, the phone rang with a little voice saying, you might remember me, but I have one dance with you. And ever since the night we met, I must tell you true. You danced into my life, drove me out of my mind. Now between her and her man, it's all over. I just want us now to get closer. She loves me now, and that just means I can't complain. Oh, oh, oh. She loves me now, and I must admit I feel the same. I know something special would have to come out, 'cause the way with the woman, there was no doubt. We would have to see each other, and it would not be long.
Saw them do that on Friday's One Show, and I thought the performance was just superb. Sounded better than the record. UB40, She Loves Me Now. I got 11 minutes to 3. Here's Jules. What you got, Jules?
Well, snow's still causing a few problems out there, Steve. The Scottish borders, the A697 closed between the Edinburgh turn-off for Oxton and Greenlaw. Also, lots of road closures in Cumbria, particularly for Ulston, the A686 Hartside Pass, closed between Ulston and Melmerby. M6 southbound, still one lane out there, again for the snow, 40 to 39. So that's between Penrith and Shap. And in Powys, the A44, again closed because of large snow drifts between the A481 for New Radnor and Pennybont at the A488. The good news is, though, Snake Pass, the A57, has reopened, and that was after being closed for snow between Glossop and the Lady Bower Reservoir. M1 still 2 lanes out for repairs southbound at 25 for Brian Clough Way, and the southbound slip road into the Trowel service is closed with an overturned vehicle. That's 26 to 25. Finally, to the M4, a closure westbound, recovery underway, and repairs between 18 and 19. It's Bath and Bristol for the M32. And don't forget, still some problems on the rail network because of the weather, so do check with your operator before you travel. The number is 03700 100 200. I'm back with more after the oldies.
Okay, thank you, Jules Lang. Now, let's have a look. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. If you wish to email us, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
The most moist, flaky fish bought at the fishmongers. That's hake news. Always know your place. That's a fish, too.
What you sipping on that got you talking crazy? Looking at me sideways, always coming at me. Why you acting hard when you just a baby? Boy, I keep it real with you, but you tryna play me. Heavy loves
to the Oscars now. The ceremony also marks the Me Too and Time's Up campaigns with a segment presented by actresses Ashley Judd, Salma Hayek and Annabella Sciorra, who have all accused Harvey Weinstein of sexual misconduct. The changes we are witnessing are being driven by the powerful sound of new voices, of different voices, of our voices, joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, "Time's up," Judd said. Host Jimmy Kimmel addressed the issue head-on in his opening monologue, as you've heard. And as we mentioned, Oscar winner Frances McDormand talked about an inclusion rider for actors and actresses, and you might not know what that means. I didn't, I have to admit. And here is what it is. Backstage, McDormand explained that an inclusion rider is a clause that actors can put in their contracts to insist on at least 50% diversity in the film's cast and crew. We're not going back, she said, in the winner's room. This whole idea of women trending, no trending, African Americans trending, no trending, it changes now. And I think the inclusion rider will have something to do with that. She then received a rousing reception for her Best Actress win. A couple of other winners now. Gary Oldman, of course.
I would like to thank my mother. She is 99 years young, next birthday. She is watching the ceremony from the comfort of her sofa. I say thank you for your love and support. Put the kettle on. I'm bringing Oscar home.
That was lovely. And Rachel Shenton.
I made a promise to our 6-year-old lead actress that I'd sign this speech. But my hands are shaking a little bit, so I apologise. Thank you. Our movie is about a deaf child being born into a world of silence. It's not exaggerated or sensationalized for the movie. This is happening. Millions of children all over the world live in silence and face communication barriers and particularly access to education. So deafness is a silent disability. You can't see it and it's not life-threatening. So I want to say the biggest of thank yous to the Academy for allowing us to put this in front of a mainstream audience.
More on the Oscars a little later on. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. Actors Tom Davis and Derek Riddle with us later, and Dr. Hilary Jones.
I wanna live on the valley side where the girls are skinny and the sky is wide, where I can take my horsey for a ride in Campo de Gino, listening to the local rock and roll band. I'm resting my feet in the cool breeze, Greenland. Me and Ralph Williams gonna make our stand in Campo de Gino. I wanna drive a sporty car and be a pinball star and have a waterfall bar that revolves around my swimming pool. I wanna take touch therapy. I wanna wipe out VD and set the animals free. But most of all, I wanna soar away. Why don't we have a barbecue and I'll make love to you? If your dad will let you stay and play. I wanna live San Fernando style. I wanna eat an artichoke once in a while. I'm gonna watch police helicopters checking my file over Campo de Gino. A chamber group playing without any clothes. Good for the oboes, but hard on the cellos. Your ears might get tired, but your nose always in Campo de Gino. I wanna take a vegetarian diet. I've got to learn to be quiet, that is. I think that I'll try it. I've heard it cures all.
we listen to the stones and explore some unknowns. If your mom would let you skip ballet. Aye, aye, but most of all, I wanna soar away. I wanna soar, I wanna
The great Jimmy Webb, Campo de Encino. All right, going to break for news next. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon at Radio 2. Vince Welsh in Rawton in Wiltshire, picking the non-stop oldies when we come back.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. Theresa May has called for a great national effort to get Britain building and has set out a shake-up of planning laws. In a speech, she warned developers she'd tackle delays in home building in England and they might not get planning permission if they held on for land for too long. Robert Watson lives in Sutton-on-Sea in Lincolnshire, where a building site has been mothballed for 8 years.
It is unfortunately in a disgraceful state on the main access into our rather pleasant village on the east coast of Lincolnshire. We've had a couple of demonstrations down there on the site and we have had some sort of vague promises that something will happen one day. Meanwhile, nothing happens. It would have been an enhancement to our village. We're on the coast of Lincolnshire and we're looking for more people to move into our area as much as anywhere.
2 people are in a critical condition in hospital in Wiltshire after being exposed to an unknown substance. Part of Salisbury District Hospital's A&E department had to be decontaminated and a number of other locations in the city were cordoned off. The water regulator has hit out at suppliers, accusing them of failing to plan properly after thousands of homes in parts of England and South Wales were cut off when frozen pipes thawed. In a strongly worded statement, Ofwat's chief executive said firms had been warned time and time again about planning for such situations and also criticised their communications with customers. The RAF has been called in to fly supplies to parts of Cumbria cut off by snow. A Chinook helicopter has gone out to communities in Fellside, South Stainmore and Alston with food, coal, logs and electric heaters. Cumbria County Council leader Stuart Young said the emergency services hadn't been able to get to some places by road for at least 5 days.
Their food supplies may be running low, their fuel supplies likewise. People rely on oil, for example, and have been obviously unable to get deliveries. There are people who are on medication and they're running out of medication. And, you know, we don't take the decision to request assistance from the military lightly, but the assessment yesterday was that we really needed to do that.
A 19-year-old man has been jailed for 24.5 years for stabbing to death a teenage girl whom he lured to a secluded alleyway in Dinnington near Rotherham in January last year. Sheffield Crown Court heard Shay Peter Healy had befriended Leon Weeks the year before and had carried out the attack for no reason. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has met ministers from South Korea for the first time. A delegation from Seoul is on a 2-day visit to Pyongyang to try to capitalise on the thaw in relations created during the Winter Olympics. Laura Bicker reports.
Kim Jong-un held a banquet for the South Korean ministers. He appears to be turning on the charm once again. The reclusive young leader has never met officials from the South, and the last time envoys from Seoul visited Pyongyang was when his father was in power in 2007. President Moon has sent his spy chief and his top national security advisor with a letter, the contents of which are not yet known. The aim of this 2-day visit is to try to convince the regime to talk about denuclearisation.
BBC News at 3:03. Our next at 4.
Thank you, Adam. Stand by. Here come the oldies.
Live till 5. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
we do the oldies email, let me just say hello, good afternoon to Zoe. How you doing, Zoe? On the red bike there? I know. It's tough going, ain't it? She is just brilliant. And if you're in London, by the way, and you can see Telecom Tower, we can see it's about, it's about less than half a mile from here. Sorry, I'm just eating something here. It says, go Zoe. Brilliant.
ocean without conversation or an ocean. When the samba take you out of nowhere, when the background fading out of focus, there's the pictures changing every moment, and your destination you don't know where. There's no holding. Would you have me dancing out of nowhere?
Ferry Roxy music, Avalon, on the non-stop oldies. These oldies chosen by Vince Welsh. Hello, Vince, in Wroughton in Wiltshire. Stephen Gang, I listen to your show every day and always love the non-stop oldies. I'm married to Dawn, who works for Network Rail, and I've got 26-year-old twins, Craig and Leanne, from a previous marriage. Craig works for a major train manufacturer and service provider in Chippenham, whilst Leanne is a secondary school teacher in Grangemouth in Scotland. I'm ever so proud of them both, and they've done incredibly well in the early part of their working life. I moved to Wiltshire 22 years ago through work, having been born and brought up in Scotland. I retired 3 years ago after working for over 40 years in the motor trade. I've just completed a 2-year stint as a parish councillor, which I found really interesting. And last year we had a new addition to the family in the form of a cockapoo puppy called Smudge. He's full of nonsense and keeps me on my toes. I know, that's dogs for you, eh? Between walking Smudge, too much golf and the gym, I try to keep fit. I like DIY, which is just as well, as I live in a 500-year-old thatched cottage which needs constant TLC. Yeah, don't make it look too new, though. I hope you enjoy my choice of oldies, as these all remind me of people and places of the past.
While you lie
be with us in about, let's have a look, 20 minutes' time, something like that. Dr. Hilary Jones opening up the surgery. The subjects today are allergies, and then we've got also boils and corns and blisters and buboes. And verrucas. Spots. Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of warning. These oldies chosen by Vince Welsh in Wroughton.
Always dancing down the street with your sway blue eyes. Every new boy that you meet doesn't know the real surprise. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. She'll make you feel. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. I kinda like the way she dips. Well, she's my best friend's girl. Well, she's my best friend's girl. But she used to be mine. You got your nuclear boots and your drip dry glove. Oh, when you bite your lip, it's some reaction to love. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. Yeah, I make you feel. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. Here she comes again. I kinda like the way she dips. 'Cause she's my best friend's girl. Well, she's my best friend's girl. And she used to be mine. She's so fine. Always dancing down the street with your sway blue eyes. And every new boy that you meet doesn't know the real surprise. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. Here she comes again. She'll make you feel. Here she comes again when she's dancing beneath the starry sky. Here she comes again. I kinda like the way she dips. 'Cause she's my best friend's girl. She's my best friend's girl. She used to be mine. She's so fine. My best friend's girlfriend. My best friend's girlfriend.
These are some smashing oldies. My best friend's girl, there's the cars coming next to America, Ventura Highway. On the non-stop oldies.
My best friend's girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My best friend's girl.
Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air, in the
Ventura Highway on the non-stop oldies. You can email me generally, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2 should you need a shout out. It's a 3:23. And as I mentioned, all this week, Zoe Ball is doing her Hardest Road Home Challenge in aid of sport relief. Zoe's attempting to cycle 350 miles in 5 days from Blackpool, where she was born, to Brighton, where she lives now. She started this morning from Blackpool, and you'd have heard her talking to Chris this morning on The Breakfast Show about the blue sky there around the tower. Zoe's 70-mile route today is from Blackpool to Widnes via Lytham, St Anne's and Liverpool. To find out more about Zoe Ball's Hardest Road Home, it's a challenge, it's for sport relief, just go to the Radio 2 website, that's bbc.co.uk/Radio 2, and click on the picture of Zoe with her bike for more information and details, also how to donate. Go Zoe!
Oh, but her love is cold. Wouldn't
the non-stop oldies.
It's hit after hit, the non-stop oldies every day.
Well, shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out. Well, work it on out. Work it on out. You know you look so good. Look so good. You know you got me going now. Got me going. Just like I knew you would. Like I knew you would. Well, shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out. You know you twist it, little girl. Twist it, little girl. You know you twist so fine. Twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. Twist a little closer. Let me know that you're mine. Know you're mine. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out. You know you twist it, little girl. Twist it, little girl. You know you twist so fine. Twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. Twist a little closer. Let me know that you're mine. Know you're mine. Well, take it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Well, take it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Well, take it, baby, now. Shake it up, baby.
And those were the non-stop oldies, rounding off with the Beatles and Twist and Shout. Coming round to 3:30. Just before we get some traffic with Jules, let's take a look at some bits and bobs here. Young people without family wealth are right to be angry at not being able to buy a home. Theresa May, that's the Prime Minister, she said today. Announcing reforms to planning rules in England, the PM said home ownership was largely unaffordable to those not banked by the bank of mum and dad. Homes across the UK are facing water supply problems now, with thousands of people in Wales and South East England urged to use as little as possible. Water supplies say a thaw has led to burst water mains and leaks. About 13,000 homes are without water in Kent and Sussex, while thousands of properties in Wales and 10,000 homes in London also have no water supply. And The Shape of Water, about a woman who falls in love with sea creatures, or a sea creature, has taken the top honours at the Oscars. Frances McDormand won Best Actress for 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, and persuaded every female nominee to stand up with her in a night full of statements about inclusion. And we'll have more on the Oscars later.
Ever since I bought my first record, music has been my greatest love. And there's no greater thrill for a fan of music than to hear it live. Join me, Bob Harris, for a real treat, a spectacular concert with Sugarland and Casey Musgraves.
Join Bob Harris
Backstage at the Country to Country Festival. Saturday night from 8 on BBC Radio 2.
Rather be, thank you.
BBC Radio 2.
Travel now with Jules.
Thanks, Steve. Scottish Borders. Now, snow is still closing the A697. It's between the A68, the Edinburgh turn-off, and Greenlaw. No change for Cumbria. Many small roads still closed. And the A686 Hartside Pass, that's closed between Alston and Melmerby. Also, snow closing one lane on the M6 southbound, Penrith to Shap. It's 40 to 39. Got a breakdown as well, taking a lane out southbound. In the works, Sandbach to Crewe, 17 to 16. Then back to the snow in Wales for Powys, the A44. That's shut between the A481 and the A488. That's New Radnor and Pennybont. Then just west of Cardiff, 5 Mile Lane also closed. They're removing lots of snow between the A48, which is the Sycamore Cross, the Bonvilston turn-off, and the Pontypridd roundabout. A15, that's been closed to clear an accident. It's both ways between Normanby Cliff Road and Caneby Corner, the A631. So it's just off the Caneby Corner roundabout. And after the overturned tanker and fuel spill, the clean-up continues on the westbound M4. It's shut between 18 and 19. That's the Bath and Bristol M32 turn-off. So there are some sign diversions for you. And of course, with the weather, still some problems across the rail network. So really the best bet for you is to check with your operator before you travel. That number is 03700 100 200, and I'm back just before the 4 o'clock news.
Thank you, Jules. And the doctor will see you next. I've been listening to your show for years when I used to drive a frozen food truck. I'm now a professor of medical neuroscience for the American University, but work in St. Kitts in the Caribbean. Still love the show, though. It's even better now because it starts in the morning for me. Thank you, Peter. That's very kind. I thought you were going to go and say it's even better now because. But it starts in the morning. We'll take that. Loving the show today. Having a riddle-solving day in the office with colleagues. No Monday blues here. That's Chris and team in Manchester. Paul and Becky on way to Barnsley from Cardiff after watching John Higgins win the Welsh Open. That's the snooker, of course. Steve, can you please wish my partner Nigel Winks a happy birthday? He listens to you every day whilst driving his taxi around Leicester. Thank you, Steve. Love from Julie. And Steve, you've got to give my manager, I think it is Gordon, and my colleague Bryn, happy shout out. That would be awesome. That's from Adam Sanders. That's done. And Steve and team, can you give Ben Rose a shout out? I'm out in Milan doing some serious grafting. used to say when we were kids in South London. Mind you don't take a tumble. Big show on the air.
This is Jeremy Vine. Make contact with the programme.
Yeah.
Here's the details. It's fetchmyslippers.com, usescam.com, or call 007 007 91222222. Press 9 to order a new car battery. Press 8 to play online bingo. Or press 11 for a gallbladder operation. Or email me at vine@bovine@bbc.co.uk.
And I'm in Tim back for some more factoids, a popular feature, and here is Tim.
Is it octopuses or octopi?
I think it's octopi, old friend.
All octopi use venom to overcome their prey and enemies, but only the blue-ringed octopus is poisonous enough to kill a human being.
73% of the brain is filled with water. If it gets dehydrated by anything more than 2% of it, the person may suffer loss of attention, memory, and cognitive skills. Here's Tim.
Do you know what the scientific term epidermophytosis is actually referred to, in everyday language?
Sure, something on the skin, obviously.
Yes, it is.
Epidermis, that's the outer skin.
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe it's something on your neck. Or something on your knees, maybe?
Bit lower. Epidermophytosis.
Lower than your knees?
Yeah, lower than your knees.
Oh, like feet?
Yeah, like on your feet, yeah.
So what is it?
Well, what do you get on your feet?
Oh, it's not toe jam.
Athlete's foot, sir.
Factoids.
Bonjour, I am Cara Bruni.
Hello.
Songwriter, supermodel, and France's former First Lady.
Music is always big part of my life.
This Wednesday evening from 10.
These songs take me back to when my parents first gave me a guitar. I completely fall in love.
Carla Bruni shares some of her favourite love songs.
Serge Gainsbourg's love songs are very strange because they're not the typical love songs.
C'est la vie with Carla Bruni.
Lady Delay is like a magical song to me. It has air and perfume in it.
Wednesday night from 10
on BBC Radio 2.
Merci.
88 to 91 FM.
It's 21 to 4.
BBC Radio
2. Hilary Jones is here. Now, can I just clarify something? The weather has now cleared up. Now we've got some flooding, of course, and it's still not brilliant weather, obviously. But a lot of people out in the cold last week. Now, the cold won't have given them a cold or flu, will it?
You are right. You've been listening to me all these years.
Yes.
And now you've got it. The cold can't give you a cold. Only a virus can give you a cold.
Yeah.
But of course, when it's cold, people go inside into the warmth. They flock together. And someone who has got a cold will pass it on to somebody near them who's come into the warmth themselves. So that's how it gets transmitted. The only evidence is that if your nasal passageways get very cold, if you're not wearing a scarf or a snood,
let me just write that down, 2 O's
apparently, then your immunity in your nose, which is one of the first lines of defence, is slightly diminished. So there is some evidence that wearing a scarf around your face is protective.
Let's talk about allergies, because we're almost there, aren't we?
Yeah.
What are some of the most serious allergies that we have? I mean, I think a lot of people are allergic to things, aren't they? Or think they are.
You're right. I mean, there's some very serious allergies. Probably one of the most serious would be peanut allergy still. Peanut allergy is a very immediate reaction for some people and probably accounts for about 10 deaths every year. Even in people who carry adrenaline pens,
Really?
knowing that they're allergic. A peck on the cheek by somebody who's eaten peanuts, the person on the receiving end can get a severe reaction just because a couple of molecules can be all it needs to trigger the immune system to a massive response where there's respiratory problems and heart difficulties and collapse. And sometimes it's life-threatening.
Wow, and has that grown, by the way, over the years? Because as a kid, I never heard about that.
It has grown. The overuse of peanut oil over the years, because it was cheap, it sensitised a lot lot of people in that generation. So now we're seeing a lot of children who are allergic to peanut, and they can get a severe reaction if they're exposed to it. So they carry warning bracelets, and also they usually carry adrenaline pens. The teachers at school and obviously their parents and their carers should know how to use those, and the kids themselves should know how to use it. In fact, they're very easy to use and they can't do any harm. That's one of the big messages, is if you use an adrenaline pen and it isn't needed, it won't do any damage. If you don't use it, it could be life-threatening.
Do you grow out of allergies? Do people grow out of allergies? Do they have allergies all of their lives?
I've actually grown out of hay fever.
Yeah, 1 in 14 children will have at least one food allergy, for example. The vast majority of those kids will grow out of that allergy, but they're not likely to if it's peanut or tree nut allergy. They are very persistent.
Okay, what about medications? I mean, some people are allergic to certain medication, ibuprofen or something like that.
The family of anti-inflammatories, including aspirin, commonly can cause allergies. 10% of the population are allergic to penicillin. That's a common one. But things we touch and come into contact with, there are people who are allergic to leather. Some people are allergic to nickel, so cheap jewellery, coins. These things can cause allergies. So can the sun. There is a sun allergy through ultraviolet light, triggering an immune response.
Good grief.
Most people will have an allergy to something, and sometimes they come into the doctor's surgery and say, look, I've got this rash, I've got hives, I don't know what to do, the itch is driving me crazy. And for us, it's a question of detective work, really, trying to say, well, what have you been in contact with? What have you eaten? Are you taking on any medication? And sometimes we never do find out what causes a one-off reaction.
Well, I did an experiment once, and I went up to have an allergy test. They put little strips of wood on me, then a bit of coal. And I thought, well, if this goes on, we'll be 10 years doing this.
Well, it can be. So we test the common culprit. So we do skin prick testing.
Yeah.
And we use a little drop of fluid, which is an extract of the substances in certain things. And then we prick the skin with a little lancet so that we expose the immune cells to whatever it is. So we test the very common things, but we can't test for everything.
Asthma and eczema are typical of allergic problem, are they not?
They are indeed. Pollen and other inhaled substances can cause a sudden contraction of the muscle around the air passageways, and that can trigger asthma. We saw it a lot last week with the cold weather. A lot of people will have their asthma triggered by cold air or exercising in even moderately cold air. So we saw a lot more asthma last week, for example. And eczema and hay fever and asthma are all linked genetically. So if you've got one, you're more likely to have another. And an important message I'd like to put across is that if you've got a child with hay fever or eczema or asthma, if it suddenly gets worse for no good reason, do get them a blood test, because it could be the first sign that they could be developing a very serious food allergy.
Most common allergens include grass and tree pollen, hay fever, dust mites, animal... I'm sorry. Is that
I think somebody wants the doctor.
Can you send the next one in now? Get his white coat, would you? Food, particularly nuts, fruit, shellfish, eggs and cow's milk, insect bites and stings, medication, including, as we were saying earlier, ibuprofen, aspirin, certain antibiotics, latex, mould, household chemicals. When we come back,
Are we doing boils?
Boils, corns, warts, blisters, buboes. So
smashing.
You've been warned. Back with the doctor in a moment.
Baby, don't make me spell it out for you. All of the feelings that I got for you can't be explained, but I can try for you. Yeah, baby, don't make me spell it out for you. You keep on asking me the same questions. Why? And second guessing all my intentions. Should know by the way I use my compression that you got the answers to my confessions. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. 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 So good, so good, so good, so real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. You know I love you, so please don't stop it. You got me right here in your jean pocket right now, laying your body on the shag carpet. Oh, you know I love it, so please don't stop it. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but
Prince, a little bit Janet Jackson, but more than that, Janelle Monáe.
That's just the way you make me feel. You make me feel so good, so good, so
All right, now I know we were making light of boils and corns and warts and blisters and buboes
We
before
weren't
the
making
break.
light of it, Doctor, at all. No, these are serious problems.
Well, all right, let's come back with the doctor then. Dr. Hillary here says don't be afraid to visit your GP about any form of spot. They've likely seen them hundreds of times and they'll be able to tell you exactly what they are and how to treat them, right?
Well, not a day goes past without somebody saying, "What's this, doc?" Because people don't know really, and why should they, the difference between an infected hair follicle, which can become a boil, or a cluster of boils, which can become a carbuncle. They don't know the difference between that and folliculitis, or a spot due to an inclusion cyst, where ingrowing hair grows back into the skin. So there are lots of different causes of bumps and lumps. And you mentioned buboes, that lovely word bubo.
Yeah.
A bubo is attributed to those enlarged glands that affected people with the Black Plague a few centuries ago. But a bubo actually is just an enlarged gland.
Oh, is it?
So we get that in the neck when we've got a sore throat.
And sign of an infection of
but
some
nobody
sort?
calls it a bubo anymore. Sign of an infection, certainly. It's a gland which is swollen up in response to an infection somewhere else. So say you've got a sore throat, you're likely to get swollen glands in the front of the neck. If you've got a cut on your hand, you're likely to get a swollen gland in the armpit, because that's where the gland is that drains that infection.
I didn't know that.
That is right. If you've got a gland that's enlarged in the groin, it'll be something in the lower limb.
I had a dreadful cut from a football injury once in my knee, and the lymph nodes in the groin.
That's right.
It shows that they're fighting the infection, doesn't it?
Exactly, they're doing a job. Now, if you've got a gland that's persistently swollen for more than 2 or 3 weeks and there's no sign of an infection, that needs investigation, especially if you've got multiple glands, because that could be a sign of a blood disorder, such as blood cancer. So that would be a good reason to go and see the doctor.
When I was a kid, I had warts. Don't know if anybody wants to know this at all.
But who
didn't? I don't look like the type, do I? No. I mean, truth is, everyone's the type to get warts, aren't they? And you don't really know what causes it.
Well, it's a virus. It's the human papillomavirus. It gets into the skin and feeds off your blood circulation.
But how's it contracted?
You come into contact with somebody else's virus that they're shedding. So it might be at the swimming baths where everyone's walking around barefoot. It might be some other family member's towel, bedding. So it gets onto your skin, and if there's a slight cut or an abrasion in the skin, it gets in there and it gets embedded.
Suddenly you start to think Howard Hughes had the right idea.
Well, you do. But you know,
way.
most people, these viruses are common, they're everywhere. And most people will develop an immune reaction. And even if you've got a wart, your body will normally get rid of it naturally within a space of time, usually a year or two. These days, we tend to use cryotherapy, which is a freezing treatment. So we use liquid nitrogen. You put the liquid nitrogen on the verruca or the wart, and it raises a blister over the next few days, and then that kills the virus, and the wart disappears.
Treated correctly, they're not dangerous, are they?
They're not dangerous at all.
Okay,
no.
what about boils? Because I often think you get a boil somewhere, you know, let's say it's on your arm or something like that, and you think, oh, I must have had a dirty shirt. Is that the reason?
No. We're all covered with bugs. We've got more bugs on the surface of our skin than we have cells in our bodies. So we've got loads and loads of bugs on our skin all the time, however clean we are. All it needs is for the bug, which is usually something called a staphylococcus, to go inside the hair follicle where there is a gland at the bottom, infect the gland, and then you get this swelling, which is red and painful and sore. What you don't want to do is, I'll let you finish this sentence.
Squeeze it. Squeeze
You
it.
don't want to
Burst it.
you don't want to squeeze a ball. That can actually encourage the infection inside to spread into the skin underneath. It may not pop to the surface. If it does pop to the surface, fine, but it's not really recommended. The idea is to use a hot compress to encourage it to come to the surface on its own and pop on its own, or to go and see the doctor who can lance it and allow the muck
all right,
out.
doctor, thank
Enough?
you. Yeah, enough now. But I do actually just very quickly want to do 30 seconds on spots. If you don't like the word that begins with P, just turn off for 30 seconds and come back to us, okay? Okay, here we go. You've got a spot there and there's pus inside it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So dead skin cells and dead white cells which have fought the infection. You don't want that there. That's a source of infection that
So
can
what are we
spread.
going to do?
We're either going to put a compress on it to bring it to the surface and can burst on its own, and then you keep it nice and sterile until it's healed.
Because this ain't the same as a boil, is it?
Well, it could be. There are different kinds.
Well, how are we going to know the difference?
Well, if it's red and it's sore and it's inflamed, it's a boil.
But if you can see the P word in there, then you know.
Well, that's generally a spot, isn't it? Because a spot, it will come to the surface more readily than in a boil.
Acne spots are the same. They contain pus. That's the white stuff in there. And the same treatment applies, really.
It's enough now, isn't it? It's enough about...
Well, I just wanted to do corns quickly.
Corns, yeah, corns.
Good.
Yeah, because I think corns is a great word. Corns. What exactly is it? Is it like an athlete's foot or something?
You'll mainly see them on the feet. It's an area of hard skin, really rock-hard skin, where layers and layers of skin have built up to form something that feels like rock. And it's where the shoes are rubbing. And you usually get it on the outside of the little toe or under the foot, under the ball of the foot or the heel of the foot. And over time, the skin will thicken and thicken and thicken until it's really painful, because any pressure on there is causing tenderness to the soft tissues underneath. And the best way is to exfoliate that skin, to rub it down. You can either have it scraped down with a scalpel blade by someone who knows what they're doing, a chiropodist, a podiatrist, or you can buy these socks, you wear them, and it exfoliates the cells on the outside of the whole
exfoliate. Just writing that down.
He bought me some cream recently as well to put on hard skin.
Are you using it?
I've used it on one part of my big toe.
There you go. There you go.
So you can get that and rub it in, and that will soften.
And you can use a pumice stone, which basically abrades your hard skin. And the relief it affords people is fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
it's one of the best treatments. I actually quite like doing it.
I'll come to you next time I get
later.
it. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Hilary Jones.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Doctor. That's right, cats and kittens, we're going to a go-go. And I tell you what, man, it's really gear. Then we're going down to Carnaby Street to buy some polyester shirts for only 2 and 6. It's the gear. Oi, righty, can I get a big shout out to all the Cornishmen at St. Piran's Day? As we say, Gol Peran Loen. Love the show, listen every day in my NHS van. From expat Cornishman Colin Lagor, Farnborough in Hants, OK. It's 5 to 4. Here's Jules.
Thanks, Steve. Still some closures for the snow for Cumbria and Alston. The A686, the Hartside Pass, is closed between Alston and Melmerby. In Wales for Powys, the A44 shuts between the A481 and the A488. That's New Radnor and Pennybont. And still just west of Cardiff, 5 Mile Lane closed. They're removing a large amount of snow between the Bondleston turnoff. That's the A48 and Pontypridd Road. Now, 2 lanes are out for emergency repairs on the M1 southbound at 25 for Brian Clough Way. It's in the roadworks. Added to that, the southbound slip road into the Trowell service is closed with an overturned vehicle. That's 26 to 25. Thanks, Tom the Rep, Dan and Big Rich, for your calls. A very long queue on the southbound side there. M25, a lorry's having a tyre change, so anti-clockwise, Ellie out 22 to 21A. That's St Albans turn-offs. On the other side, clockwise, 2 lanes out with a breakdown. That's between the same 2 junctions. And finally, the M4 clear-up continues on the fuel spill. So westbound, it's closed 18 to 19, Bath to Bristol. And don't forget, check the rail network as well, because there's lots of disruption because of the weather. And I'm back in half an hour.
Thank you.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
just saying, this could be good for the jockeying, couldn't it? Maybe the week after. It's a disco night. Rock Don't Stop, the Isley Brothers. This is the big show coming up in the cuts from the Oscars. Alison Janney, Frances McDormand. I guess Tom Davis and Derek Riddle. There's Jules, there's Sports Guy, Adam and Tim, Factoid, social media and more. United Kingdom, across planet Earth, this is BBC Radio 2 online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. The inventor Trevor Bayliss, best known for developing the wind-up radio, has died at the age of 80. Mr Bayliss, who received an OBE and was later appointed CBE, invented the radio in order to help inform people in Africa about HIV and AIDS. He explained how it worked on the BBC's Tomorrow's World programme in 1994.
Well, what you've got is a box which contains a fairly powerful spring. This particular spring then drives through a gearbox and some electronics, a generator, which in turn propels the radio. And now all you have to do is to wind the radio up.
Just like a clock.
That's right, and now it will run without batteries.
Theresa May has vowed to tackle delays in home building. In a speech setting out a shake-up of planning laws, the Prime Minister said high house prices were stopping young people owning their own homes and putting a brake on social mobility. She said in future developers might not get planning permission if they held on to land for too long. The chief executive of the charity shelter, Polly Neate, gave Mrs May's speech a cautious welcome.
It's great to see that the government are really getting the scale of the national emergency that we are in here around housing. I think that's a really positive sign. The problem, I guess, is, and we need to wait and see the detail of this, but building on land more quickly isn't the end in itself. We need to hold developers to account for building the genuinely affordable homes that are part of the planning permission.
A teenager who lured a 16-year-old girl to a secluded spot near Rotherham before stabbing her to death has been jailed for 24 and a half years. Sheffield Crown Court heard that 19-year-old Shay Peter Healy had deliberately befriended Leonie Weeks in order to kill her. The judge described the murder as brutal and pitiless. Thousands of homes in southeast England are still without water after the recent thaw in the weather led to frozen pipes bursting. Mike Keel from the independent watchdog, the Consumer Council for Water, says the water companies should have planned ahead.
This freeze event was really well forecast, and so was the thaw. Now, the thaw did happen very quickly, but it shouldn't have come as a surprise. So companies should have planned ahead. This isn't the first time they've faced a thaw event, and get the right amount of engineers on standby, the right amount of people in their call centres to take people's calls.
The RAF has flown food and heating supplies to parts of Cumbria cut off by snow. A Chinook helicopter took deliveries to communities in Fellside, South Stainmore and Alston. Tests are being carried out on an unidentified substance that's believed to have left 2 people in a critical condition in Salisbury. Earlier, a major incident was declared at the district hospital, part of which had to be decontaminated. Family photographs of Sir Bobby Moore have gone on display to mark the 2018 Football World Cup, 25 years after his death. The pictures, obtained from his daughter, are being shown at the National Portrait Gallery in London. BBC News at 4:03. Our next at 5.
Thank you. Bobby Moore, brilliant. OK, here's the sports guy.
Yes, Sir Bradley Wiggins and Team Sky are accused of having crossed an ethical line by using drugs allowed under anti-doping rules to enhance performance instead of just for medical need. That's according to a report by MPs which says they could find no reliable evidence to back up Team Sky's claim that a medical package delivered to Wiggins at a race in 2011 contained a legal decongestant. Eddie Jones has brushed off the abuse he received from a small group of men last week following England's defeat to Scotland in the Six Nations. The head coach was targeted as he travelled to Manchester from Edinburgh, but says, as a coach, you either get abuse, advice, or a slap on the back. So I'm always expecting one of the three. Sources close to George North feel the player has been hung out to dry by Northampton boss Alan Gaffney. It's after he suggested the Wales wing didn't want to play against Sale at the weekend. And the Jewish Leadership Council have welcomed an apology from the FA Chief Executive Martin Glenn after he linked the Star of David to a Nazi swastika. Glenn had been talking about managers displaying political symbols.
Sports Guy returns with Simon Mayo after 5. Thank you, Sports Guy.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own, well I ain't. And I didn't wanna write a song, cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up, and baby I'll be moving on. And I think it should be something I don't wanna hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, but now I know I'm better sleeping on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself. When you told me that you hated my friends, the only problem was with you and not them. And every time you told me my opinion was wrong, and tried to make me forget where I came from. And I didn't wanna write a song, cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up, and baby, I'll be moving on. And I think it should be something I don't wanna hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, but now I know I'm better sleeping on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself. For all the times that you made me feel small, I fell in love, now I feel nothing at all. I never felt so low when I was vulnerable. Was I a fool to let you break down my walls? Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think
Justin Bieber, Love Yourself. Rodigan's on tonight. David plays an hour of the best in reggae, and tonight plays a ska classic from Prince Buster, a collaboration between Sting and Shaggy, and a reggae track from Paul Simon, and much more. Looking at some showbiz, including more from the Oscars next.
First I rise, then I fall. Seems like you don't want the love of this man at all. And it's sure been a lonely time, right up to the time I met you. So if you take a life like mine, be tender with my love. You know how easy it is to hurt me. Baby, be tender with my love. 'Cause it's all that I've got, and my love won't desert me. So you said to yourself, boy, you're out of your brain. Do you think I'm gonna stand here all night in the rain? And it's the start of a love affair, the moment when I first met you. And if you want, I'll take you there. Be tender with my love. You know how easy it is to break me. Baby, be tender with my love. 'Cause it's all that I've got, and my love won't forsake me. With my love, all of the secret together. With my love, you made a promise you'll always love me forever. Be tender with my love. You know how easy it is to break it. Baby, be tender with my love. 'Cause it's all that I got, and my love won't forsake me. Tender with my love. You know how easy it is to hurt me. Baby, be tender with my love. 'Cause it's all that I got, and my love won't forsake me.
On the subject of Oscars, this says my grandfather, Dennis Coop, and friends made Superman fly in 1978 and won an Oscar for it from Amy in Essex. That's fantastic. Oh, and I grew up with it on my parents' mantelpiece. Awesome. That's brilliant. Righty, can you do me a huge shout out and wish my wife Jenny Broadbent, I think it is, and myself, I guess, a happy 17th wedding anniversary. That's 17 married years and 30 years total so far, and it just gets better. Keep on keeping on. All the best. Alex Broadbent in Shropshire. Well, now, hashtag British Pie Week is trending there on Twitter. Tessa tweets it would have to be hashtag British Pie Week. Now I'm back eating healthily. I know. You might have to have one bite, I think. Lisa tweets, I do want to go off on a tangent, or I do want to go off on a tangent for hashtag British Pie Week. To be clear, that a puff pastry lid on a dish of runny stew is not a pie. Oh, isn't it? I repeat, that is not a pie. That's all. And Tiffany tweets, it's come to my attention that it's hashtag British Pie Week. Now, to see how many pies I can consume in 7 days. You don't want to do that. Just take it easy with the pies. On Facebook, people are talking about the first look at the teaser trailer and teaser poster for Disney's Mary Poppins Returns. I am not sure about that idea myself. But yeah, come on, give it a chance. You never know. You never know. It's been announced today that a demo recorded by the Stone Roses 35 years ago, when they were known as The Waterfront, will be officially released on Record Store Day, the annual event celebrating independent record stores, which is on April 21st. And Jerry Horner has fueled rumours that a possible Spice Girls reunion may be on the cards after sharing a cryptic post on Instagram. The post was a quote which simply said, "Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen." So unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know it was the Oscars last night after winning Best Actress for her role in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Frances McDormand made quite the acceptance speech and everyone's talking about it.
If I may be so honored to have all the female nominees in every category stand with me in this room tonight. The actors, Meryl, if you do it, everybody else will, come on. The filmmakers, the producers, the directors, the writers, the cinematographer, the composers, the songwriters, the designers. Okay, look around, everybody. Look around, ladies and gentlemen, because we all have stories to tell and projects we need finance. I have 2 words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion rider.
Once the awards were over, the stars were quickly whisked backstage, swept off to parties and quizzed by reporters about the night's events. Our friend Alison Janney scooped up Best Supporting Actress for I, Tonya, and here's what she had to say.
I kind of didn't dare to dream of things like this because I didn't want to be disappointed. And I think at a certain point I had given up thinking this would happen for me because I just wasn't getting the kind of roles in film that would give me attention like this. And that's what my very good friend Stephen Rogers did for me. He says he wrote this for me to do just that, to show a different side of me and show that what I could do, and I will never be able to repay him. It's an extraordinary gift he gave me. It's kind of overwhelming. I think I'm going to get him a Rolex. I don't know. What do you think? And engrave it on the back. I haven't figured out what, but I got to get him a good present. I think that's a start, at least.
Brilliant. Alison Janney. Away from the Oscars, Sam Rockwell won the award for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri at the 2018 Film Independent Spirit Awards in Santa Monica, an award he was thrilled to get.
Independent film community, you're my people, you're my family. I've been in like 932 independent films. I'm very familiar with the phrase micro budget and scale plus 10.
Tong Heritage Orchestra. Can I just say myself hello to all the smashing people I met at a charity do in Bournemouth at the weekend, including Mr. Mayor, Lady Mayoress, Mr. and Mrs. Williams, all the attendees raising money for some very worthy causes. Lovely to see everyone, and thank you. And now it's time for Tim Smith with another factoid.
You know Preston in Lancashire?
Yes, I do.
Oh, this is a wonderful array of factoids. Preston in Lancashire was the birthplace of the UK's first ever motorway. The Preston Bypass, now part of the M6, was built in 1958. It was the first British road to be built to motorway standards. Preston invented the word teetotal. It's true, the Preston Temperance Society in 1833 coined the phrase. The first KFC outside of North America was built in Preston. Yes, it was. And Butch Cassidy's dad...
Yeah, go on.
...came from Preston.
No!
Yes. The American outlaw's father, Maximilian, lived in Preston. Now, I don't believe this last bit. It says that Butch Cassidy had a Lancashire accent. I'm not sure. And also, Preston, the first town in the UK to be lit by gas.
I can't top that. That's brilliant. Everything you ever wanted to know about Preston.
Factoids. Doing your bit in a sponsored run. 7,136 steps. Organising an impromptu conga around the office. 116 steps. Even making a cup of tea. 7 steps. And every step counts in the nation's Billion Steps Challenge. Get the Sport Relief app. Get stepping and start raising money today. Get involved at bbc.co.uk/sportrelief.
After long enough of being alone, everyone must face their share of loneliness. In my own time, nobody knew the pain I was going through, and waiting was all my heart could do. Hope was all I had until you came. Maybe you can't see how much you mean to me. You were the dawn breaking the night, the promise of morning light, filling the world surrounding me. And when I hold you, baby, baby, feels like maybe things will be alright. Baby, baby, your love's made me free as a song, singing forever. Only yesterday when I was sad and I was lonely, you showed me the way to leave the past and all its tears behind me. Tomorrow may be even brighter than today, since I threw my sadness away. Only yesterday. I have found my home here in your arms. Nowhere else on earth I'd really rather be. Life waits for us, share it with me. The best is about to be, and so much is left for us to see. And when I hold you, baby, baby, feels like maybe things will be alright. Baby, baby, your love's made me free as a song, singing forever. Only yesterday when I was sad and I was lonely, you showed me the way to leave the past and all its tears behind me.
this is Jeremy Vine. Some people have called to say they didn't quite get the contact details. Now you can contact me at jeremyvine. Put my nose, don't larging it, larging it, Jimmy Chipperfield Circus.
Yeah.
Don't take dopamine at the BBC. Up the crane, drop. There goes the stone. .co.uk.
I didn't catch it.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
A few things we didn't do earlier on. If you want to know the very best way, Tim Smith, to make someone feel loved, what do you think it might be?
Oh, be nice to them, be kind to them, give them tea in bed, breakfast in bed, buy them a surprise gift, take them flowers, take them on holiday. Anything else I've forgotten?
Well, actually, you don't have to go that far. Most people say what makes them feel loved are small gestures of kindness. A Penn State study today reveals it's not romantic moves that are the most important to making someone feel loved. The majority of people studied prefer little things like hugs and having another person offer a helping hand. And Tim and I sometimes have a little hug.
We do.
And we help each other out, don't we?
All the time, yeah. And sometimes I even allow you to use the TV remote in here, don't I?
Yes, but I just have it on CNN the whole time.
You shouldn't have it on during the show. I've told you before.
I know. Don't tell everyone. Shares in major European car makers fell today following a threat by US President Trump to tax their vehicles. Airbus, one of the UK's biggest manufacturing employers, has warned it may have to stockpile parts to operate smoothly once the UK leaves the EU. If you're looking for some TV tonight, Collateral looks really good. It's the last show in a series of 4. I haven't seen the other 3, I have to admit.
Yeah, I've been watching that. It's brilliant. Brilliant series. Yeah, I'm watching our catch-up, so I won't see it tonight, and don't tell me what's going to happen.
Oh, OK. I was going to do that, actually. I won't. Michael Portillo, if you're watching live tonight, begins a journey across the Republic of Ireland, beginning in Wexford. That's at 6:30. Late-running buses in Swansea will be able to make up time because they've been fixed with trackers which will tell traffic lights to turn green. GPS tracks where the buses are and what time they should reach each bus stop, and then the lights change accordingly. That's a very good idea, isn't it, really? Air tax raid that will get families Easter getaways. Families planning to escape the sun this Easter are being hit with higher fares in a £172 million tax grab on holidays. For example, the rise in air passenger duty, that's the APD, means a couple flying economy to the US will pay £156 in tax. And the birthdays and anniversaries, which we forgot to do earlier on, Elaine Page, I think you know that one.
Yeah, happy birthday, Elaine Page. I heard the birthday special yesterday. Absolutely fabulous show.
Yeah. King Henry II.
King Henry II was the second King of England to be named Henry. Henry VIII, of course, being the most famous. Henry V was quite famous. Henry II, I don't know. Founder of the Tudor dynasty, was he?
No, well, when do you think he was born?
1387.
No, 1133, the first Plantagenet king.
I meant Plantagenet, not Tudor, sorry.
I know you did, yeah. The Covent Garden Opera House in London is destroyed by fire this day, 1856. And this day, 1966, the criminal overlords of London's East End...
The Cray twins.
Exactly. That's Ronnie and Reggie, were today jailed for 30 years, it says in the report here. 4 of their underworld gang were also convicted as they were led away. Listen to this. As they were led away, one of the Crays told the judge menacingly, "I'll see you later." You're on The Big Show.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, release my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter dice. It had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. So happy together.
That is the Turtles. Stephen Teen playing Scrabble as it's pouring here down in Morocco. You're in Morocco? Great. Enjoying the show, Porter and Ross. Just travelling back to North Devon, says this, after going to Paynton Zoo from Kathy and Marcus. And Stephen Gang, can we have a shout out to the Curson family currently on the M5 near Exeter? We're ready to start the next chapter of our lives, moving from Lancashire to Cornwall today. It's 4:30 and here is Jules.
Thanks, Steve. Well, 2 lanes still closed for this emergency repairs on the M1. It's southbound at 25 at Brian Clough Way. It's in the roadworks area, and added to that, the southbound slip into the Trowel Services is closed as well. It's been shut for a while with an overturned vehicle. That's between 26 and 25. So a very long queue on the southbound side and a bit of a queue with onlookers on the northbound as well. An accident's taking 2 lanes out on the M25 anti-clockwise. It's 25 to 24, so slow from the A10. That's through to Potter's Bar, and it looks like all traffic's being temporarily held to shift a breakdown from the M3, so slow on the northbound side between 4 and 3 Camberley and Lightwater. Central London, 2 lanes closed for the burst water main. Lots of surface water on the A501 Marylebone Road. It's both ways by Regent's Park Tube, and the Woolwich Ferry's been suspended as well. There's no sailings, and that's because of high tide, so extra traffic through the Blackwall Tunnel. Overturned tanker and the fuel spill, still the clear up underway. That's the westbound M4, which is closed 18 to 19, Bath to Bristol. Got some diversions in there, but the queue's back to the Lee Delamere services. Also an accident on the M4, 2 lanes out eastbound, 15 to 14. That's Swindon East to Hungerford. And then finally to Barnstaple in Devon. Got reports of an accident on Tor Bridge, the A361. That's southbound between the Braunton Road and the Stickle Path Junction. That's it from me, but I'm back just before the 5 o'clock news.
OK, thank you, Jules. Actors Tom Davis and Derek Riddle, they're starring together in the spoof spy series Action Team, and we'll talk to them soon.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. She tells him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to do. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Rock-a-bye. She found her love way too early. He left her there with more than tears and hurt to carry. They said too young, what are you thinking? They told her choose, she chose to use her heart and keep him. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, she tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Good afternoon, good evening from Radio 2. It's a BBC station. Now listen up.
Oi, silly boy Steve, drop the G and do some serious jocking.
I'll do that on Friday, but if you've got the BBC iPlayer radio app on your smartphone or tablet, you can download Serious Jockin', no G, to keep and play loads for up to 30 big days. Yes, you can listen to Serious Jockin' wherever you are, anytime, day or night. Just go to the BBC iPlayer radio app after 7 p.m. tonight, search for Steve Wright, and then you can download Serious Jockin' on your smartphone or tablet. Serious Jockin' isn't just for Friday, it's any time you like.
Serious Jockin'. No G.
Time flies by when the night is young. Daylight shines on an undisclosed location. Bloodshot eyes looking for the sun. Paradise delivered and we call it a vacation. You're painting me a dream that I wanna belong in. Over the hills and far away, a million miles from LA, just anywhere away with you. I know we've got to get away, someplace where no one knows our name. We'll find the start to something new. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere, anywhere away with you. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere, anywhere away with you. Truth comes out when we're blacking out, looking for connection in a crowd of empty faces, empty faces. Your secret's still the only thing I'm craving now, the good and the bad in me in, 'cause I can take it, I can take it. You're painting me a dream that I wanna belong in, wanna belong in. Over the hills and far away, a million miles from LA, just anywhere away with you. I know we've got to get away, someplace where no one knows our name. We'll find the start to something new. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere, anywhere away with you. Take me anywhere, oh anywhere, anywhere away with you. Take me over the hills and far away, a million miles from LA, just anywhere away, anywhere. I know we've got to get away, someplace where no one knows our name. We'll find the start to something, find a start. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere, anywhere away, anywhere. Just take me anywhere, take me anywhere, take me anywhere away, anywhere.
Tom Davis and Derek Riddle are with us today. Now, you're going to love this. How are you guys? Not met you before. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Well.
Yeah.
We're good.
Well, say hello to them, Tim.
I said hello to them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, really pleased to meet both of them.
Anyway, listen, we're talking about this show, Action Team. Tom Davis is a writer, actor and stand-up comedian who co-created and starred in the cult BBC comedy series Murder in Successville, as well as appearing in films such as Free Fire and Paddington 2. Derek, a TV and theatre actor who you'll know from Channel 4 shows such as Book Club and No Angels, and more recently, one of the BBC's biggest dramas, including Hard Sun, and then there was Gunpowder, The Missing! That's the guy from The Missing! And Happy Van... It's him! It's the guy from The Missing!
Oh, no.
Sorry, Tom, you're not feeling out of this, are you?
No, I'll tell you, it took me about 2 weeks to get that out of my head.
I left the drill at home, it's all right. So, together they're starring in this brand new spy spy action thriller. It's called Action Team, and it's really funny. It's funny and serious all at once, kind of. But it is a spoof, which was again co-created and written by Tom, and it starts tonight on ITV2 with a double bill at 10 p.m. So, explain the concept to us, Tom.
I sort of had this thing since about the age of 13 of people telling me I'd never be James Bond. And that's pretty hard to hear as a young man and growing up.
You look exactly like him.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when you're told at such a young age, oh, you'd make a great Bond villain, and you think, well, I've not actually left school yet. Sir, you think to yourself, yeah, you know what, I'm going to be James Bond, I'm just going to make my own.
How did Derek, you get involved in this?
I just through an audition.
Surely you don't have to audition.
Oh,
anymore.
yes, everybody has to audition
Good
still.
grief, that's a shock.
Yeah.
What did you do for your audition?
What did I do for audition? I had to go. Oh, you don't want to know.
Did you have to dress up as a woman?
No, I just wore a pair of shorts. It was the summer. I thought I'd show a bit of leg, and it worked. Yeah, no, I go in and I had to do the scenes basically.
Yeah.
I went in, I had first meeting with James and Tom. Then I had to go in and do the scenes with Jim Howick, who plays Graham in it, who's a person of interest for my character.
Yeah. Because we should say you're playing a woman in this, aren't
Yes,
you?
well, I'm dressed as a woman. I'm playing a shy, retiring Scottish woman called Annie Biscuits. By the end of episode 1, you kind of get an idea that there's probably more to her than meets the eye, shall we say.
Okay, so here it is. Action Team follows the exploits. Oh, we need some of that music that they played.
Oh, wow.
You like that one? Yeah. I've got another one. Will you tell me which one you like? Hang on. That's more like it, isn't it?
I like one, though. One really made me feel, I felt like...
You like the first one?
Yeah, I really like the first one.
Hang on, I can find that. Okay, here we go.
Sorry to be a pain.
No, that's okay. Action Team follows the exploits of a top-secret team of special agents working for the British government charged with saving the world. The team's made up of 4 secret agents. The heroic Logan Mann, played by Tom. Mixed martial arts and bomb expert Monica Lang. Crack sniper Graham Hooper. And Huxley, who's just on work experience. Just on work experience. Who's that guy then?
That's Coyote, who's a terrific young comedy actor. I mean, he blew us away. But I did mine at a sort of garage through my dad.
Yeah.
Work experience. But I thought, what if you went to work experience for a friend of your mum at MI6? And for the whole thing, he's not that blown away by it.
You've seen the clip where you explain to the guy on the ground that he's just on work experience.
Yeah. And I just love that idea.
It's the incongruity of it all, I suppose.
Yeah, he's just a bit like... And it's a sort of look at kids these days that nothing impresses them. He wants to be at home on his PlayStation.
This is well-known bomb maker and terrorist Miroslav Klone.
Wow. Such a Russian baddie name.
He's Ukrainian, actually.
Wow, what's the difference? Same thing, potato, potato.
Klone is down to perform at the main galas this evening. In attendance will be the patrons of the world leading charities. We believe inside the cello case is a dirty bum. Codename Abacus.
It is possible to watch the show, see maybe, I don't know, like 2 or 3 minutes where you think it's the real deal, and then suddenly the lines are a little bit more absurd or the situation is a little bit more absurd and you suddenly realise, oh, OK, it's a spoof.
Sort of stuff that Derek and Vicky McClure's also in it. Those big dramas have been massive inspirations to us. And we thought, why aren't we doing this with comedy? You know, just shoot it like it's a drama and then out of nowhere have a fart joke.
I don't think you'll see any comedy that looks like this show.
Absolutely. I think it's such a brilliant idea and so well put together. You want the music now again?
Yeah, go with the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Action Team. are faced with an evil network masterminded by Vladimir Shevchenko, also played by Tom, an attention-seeking leader of a tiny republic of Russia that no one's heard of, who is as inept as he is unpredictable. See, that's great. In tonight's first episode, a dead agent catapults action team into an Austrian adventure as they try and protect an international charity conference from a deadly attack. But who can be trusted, and what is the secret of Abacus?
I don't know. Don't look at me. I don't know the secret. I'm going to watch and find out.
You can see Tom Davis and Derek Riddle in Action Team. It starts with a double bill tonight on ITV2 at 10 p.m. Great to meet you. Tom Davis and Derek Riddle, everybody. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir. Lovely.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, you can inherit the win.
Your destiny is sure, like the colors of a rainbow, which even time or time endure. You can feel it growing. The wind is getting stronger, inherit the wind. Oh.
I wanna tell the world about it.
That is just so good. Wilton Felder, Inherit the Wind. This is Radio 2. Hello, Steve. Hello. We've been married 30 years today, so happy anniversary to my gorgeous wife, Jacqueline. Love, Jim. Any chance you could play a song for our 18th wedding anniversary today? We're still so much in love as the day we met. Thanks, Angie and Tony.
BBC Radio 2 presents Parky, the Man and His Music. Featuring archive interviews, special guest singers, and the 60-piece BBC Concert Orchestra.
Well, this is my favourite singer, Frank Sinatra, the best of the lot.
Best is yet to come the
Join
day
Michael Parkinson for a spectacular show at the London Palladium on the 14th of April.
It was great fun. I love a big band, but this is a very big band.
Parky, the Man and His Music. To buy your ticket, go to the Radio 2 website now.
Now me and Tim Smith are back for factoids. Tim, you got one there?
I have. The pressure at the Sun Centre is about 700 million tonnes per square inch. That is enough to smash atoms, which it does.
Like fingerprints, each human tongue has its own unique print. Every hour, humans shed more than 600,000 particles of skin, or about 1.5 pounds every year. By the time a person is 70 years old, they'd have lost about 105 pounds of skin.
According to our friends and researchers at QI, the UK spends 5 times as much on pet food as it does on baby food.
Factoids.
is a cloak you wear.
Brothers, The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore. HollywoodReporter.com says the reboot of The Crow now has a release date. Oh, good. Vogue.co.uk says Harry Styles is the new face of Gucci. And RadioTimes.co.uk says Claire Underwood is just getting started in the new teaser for House of Cards' final season. 4 to 5, here's Jules.
Thanks, Steve. M1 now open southbound junction 25 for Brian Clough Way, but the southbound slip road into the Trowel services remains closed, so it's pretty long southbound queue still. Lane out for a breakdown, M42 southbound 4 to 3A. Shirley to the M40, the queue's back to Solihull at junction 5. Still 2 lanes out for the accident on the M25 anti-clockwise, so very slow 25 to 24. A10 to Potter's Bar. Out to the M4, 2 lanes are out for the accident eastbound 15 to 14. That's between Swindon East and Hungerford. Still the clear-up underway with the closure of the M4 after that fuel spill. It's between 18 and 19 westbound. Bath and Bristol queues are back to the lead Elamere services. And heavier than usual for the A4. It's the Keynsham bypass towards Bristol between the Broadmead roundabout and the Hicksgate roundabout. Don't forget for the rails, do check with your operator before you travel. Still lots of weather problems. And I'm back with Simon with more just after 5.
The Keynsham bypass, yeah. Thank you, Jules.
Dirty looks from your mother. Never seen you in a dress that color, no. It's a special occasion. Not invited, but I'm glad I made it. Oh, let me apologize. I'll make up for all those times. Your love, I don't wanna lose. I'm begging, I'm begging you. Wait, can you turn around? Can you turn around? Just wait. Can we work this out? Can we work this out? Just wait. Can you come here, please? 'Cause I wanna be with you. Wait, can you turn around? Can we turn around? Just wait. Can we work this out? Can we work this out? Just wait. Could you come here, please? 'Cause I wanna be with you. Can we talk for a moment? Got these feelings that I'm tired of holding on. Wasn't trying to get wasted. I needed more than 3 or 4 to say this, so let me apologize. Yeah, I'll make up for all those times. Your love, I don't wanna lose. I'm begging, I'm begging you. Wait, can you turn around? Can you turn around? Just wait. Can we work this out? Can we work this out? Just wait. Can you come here, please? 'Cause I wanna be with you. Wait, can you turn around? Can you turn around? Just wait. Can we work this out? Can we work this out? Just wait. Could you come here, please? 'Cause I wanna be with you. You say I'm just another bad guy. You say I've done a lot of things I can't undo. Before you tell me for the last time, yeah.
We gotta go. All of a sudden, I just realised the time. Simon's coming up after 5 with Danya Kakafka with Simon, a debut novelist. And we're back tomorrow. Let's have a look, see who we've got for you. Ashley Campbell, singer-songwriter, who is, in fact, the daughter of Glenn Campbell and Jules Hudson, Escape to the Country presenter. And like that, really. See you tomorrow. Good evening.
BBC News at 5 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. An aid convoy has reached the besieged Syrian rebel enclave of Eastern Ghouta for the first time since the government intensified its bombardment. Water firms have been criticised by the regulator after supplies in parts of the UK were cut off as snow began to thaw. Trevor Bayliss, who invented the wind-up radio to help people in isolated areas of Africa learn about AIDS, has died. Humanitarian aid has finally been delivered to the besieged rebel-held area of Eastern Ghouta in Syria. But the International Red Cross said one delivery was not enough, and shelling continued despite an agreement for a daily pause. Our Middle East editor Jeremy Bowen was with the convoy of lorries when it set off.
Steady outgoing fire from Syrian army artillery accompanied the lorries' departures, and once they were in Eastern Ghouta, airstrikes resumed. The lorries carried enough to help 27,500 people. Eastern Ghouta's inhabitants have suffered grievously since the Syrian military, with their Russian allies, launched a military operation last month to regain the enclave. Islamist militias have controlled it since 2012. The UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, has called Eastern Ghouta hell on earth.
Theresa May has said young people are right to be angry about how hard it is to get on the housing ladder in England, and that she wants to overhaul the planning system in response. She said the government would tackle developers who failed to build on land they owned and would apply more pressure to councils to ensure homes were constructed. Local authorities said they'd prefer more freedom to borrow so they could build. But many housing campaigners welcomed the changes. Mrs May said the shortage of homes was one of the biggest barriers to social mobility.
The result is a vicious circle from which most people can only escape with help from the bank of mum and dad. If you're not lucky enough to have such support, the door to home ownership is all too often locked and barred. Talking to voters during last year's election campaign, it was clear that many people, particularly younger people, are angry about this.
3 men have appeared in court in Leicester in connection with an explosion that killed 5 people in the city. Arkan Ali, Haukar Hassan and Aram Kurd, who are charged with manslaughter and arson, were all remanded in custody. The blast destroyed a shop and the flat above it. The regulator has attacked water companies for a lack of planning after thousands of homes in parts of England and South Wales were cut off in the wake of the freezing weather. Ofwat's chief executive, Rachel Fletcher, said they'd been warned repeatedly about such issues. Peter Perry from Welsh Water said they'd managed to reconnect 2,000 homes since yesterday, but there were still around 4,000 to go. He insisted they were well prepared.
We invest heavily in emergency planning. In Wales, we've got one of the biggest tanker fleets. We have probably the biggest 4x4 fleet of any utility in Wales. We carry out exercises, emergency planning a number of times. We've trebled the number of people in our contact centre.
A man and a woman who were taken to hospital in Salisbury yesterday are in a critical condition after being exposed to an unknown substance in a shopping centre. Decontamination teams were sent to parts of the city and to the district hospital earlier today. Police said there was no risk to the wider public and it wasn't clear if a crime had been committed. The inventor of the wind-up radio, Trevor Bayliss, has died at the age of 80. His invention changed the lives of millions of people in developing countries around the world, and he went on to set up a foundation to help budding inventors. He received an OBE and was later appointed CBE. Our correspondent Nick Hyam looks back at his life.
All you have to do is to wind the radio.
Trevor Bayliss was one of Britain's most prolific inventors, and the clockwork radio was his most popular invention. He couldn't understand why no one else had thought of it. He designed it with Africa in mind after watching a television documentary about AIDS. Information about the disease wasn't getting through because people couldn't afford batteries for their radios. He came up with a simple device that would work in some of the poorest countries in the world. The clockwork radio brought him awards and personal honours and a meeting with Nelson Mandela. He never made much money from his inventions and believed most inventors didn't get the recognition they deserved.
In the city, the 100 share index closed up 46 points at 7,116. And the weather forecast, heavy rain will continue in parts of Scotland, Western and Northern England and Northern Ireland. It will fall as snow in hilly areas of Scotland. It'll remain largely dry in other parts of the UK. Lowest temperatures tonight around 3 Celsius in Belfast and Edinburgh, 6 in London and 7 in Cardiff. BBC News, it's 5:05.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Steve.
Mail, Simon Mail.
That was a big show for a Monday.
And we're on our way home.
Monday, got to crank it up, haven't you, eh? So that's Monday done. Just tomorrow, middle of the week. Then it's Wednesday, and we're looking okay. Thawing icicles falling. There's Graham. Welcome back, spring. There's Shirley.
Enjoy yourself.
A little bit eager.
It's late.
Oh, that was me. Soon be summer. There's Rita. It's too warm. That's Keelan. I mean, really. Post-Oscars fatigue. That's Heather. I think she stayed up, didn't she? Have a party. I know already. It's drive time here at Radio 2. What have you got there? I'll swap it for some Michael Jackson.
I'm telling you how I feel. Gonna hit your mind. Don't you dare jump on, get on me. Alright, I'm giving you on count of 3. Just show your love or let it be. I'm telling you. So watch your mouth. I know your game, but you're